Hello guys, Ian aka BootCollector, and today we're going to unbox the brand new Nike Phantom Lunar boots, the newest boot in Nike's expanded lineup, and see what all the fuss is about. Remember, if you do enjoy the video, give it a like and also subscribe and turn on notifications. Let's not waste any more time now, let's get into it. First off, as always, let's talk presentation. For this launch release, Nike update the box with a nice colour match, adding the Lunar logo and making this look more premium than the regular Silver Elite packaging. Inside we get a matching string bag and some more artwork detail, but now let's get onto the boots themselves. So as I said, the new Phantom Lunar is a brand new boot added to Nike's roster, and it's a really interesting one as we've had many instances of the Phantom name over the years, and this new Lunar comes with a bit of a backstory and a bit of a motive. No doubt you'll have already seen images or clips of these new boots, but this is the first time I've had the boots in hand, and I can tell you they're much smarter in hand than I expected. So major plus points there. Onto the colour, and for this launch edition, the white, black, orange combo does feel very familiar, more than just a passing resemblance to the 2018 World Cup pack. To me, it looks like the product of a Mercurial and a Magista mashup from that pack, but you can't deny white boots always look great, and the colour accents really pop against the clean upper. So the love it or hate it moment comes from this vertical swoosh. I'm kind of swinging between it's cool in its placement towards, nah, this isn't really it. Perhaps it's the way it extends right up to the collar that puts some people off. Perhaps it's having it in the regular place would have made it look like a slightly worse Mercurial or GX. Perhaps having it in the same place but rotated would have made it look like a Hypervenom, and no one wants that. Essentially, I think it's here to keep the upper clean and really to show off the grip knit upper. That upper means it can, in theory, have more graphical applications, which actually you can see here with this NU, which stands for Nike United repeat pattern. So Nike are doing this launch edition thing again, and we've seen it already with the Air Zoom Mercurial, the Phantom GX, and now the Lunar. This only comes in the Elite FG model. There's no takedown, other sole plates or kids options. It's great for a collector, a bit annoying if you actually want to play in this new boot or don't really want to splash the cash on the Elite model. The main thing to note with the Lunar is, unlike the GX, it will only come as a collar. Oh, and by the way, it's a collar, it's not a sock. Don't call it a sock, that's just wrong, because that's what the research in the development discovered players wanted. And there's the segue into the reason for this new boot. Now, anyone with a passing interest in football will be aware there's a Women's World Cup happening in the summer of 2023, and this is Nike's attempt to bring something meaningful around that tournament by creating a boot that was designed by and for female players, taking their body and playing styles into account and the differences between. But Nike are also very quick to point out this isn't a women's only boot. They say this is a boot for every player, and whilst I'm yet to have a chance to try these out on pitch, I think making a boot based on women's feedback is going to be a hard perception to shift. But we'll see if this boot is as successful in sales as such. Alright, so what have we actually got that makes the Lunar different from its Phantom GX sibling? Well, I've already mentioned the collar, and that's designed to fit a women's ankle shape better, which is somewhat different to a male ankle shape apparently. It's got an asymmetric build, which is based off the GX, but the GX is fantastic, so no arguments here from me. It's underneath that the interesting stuff is really happening. Nike are calling this the Cyclone 360 sole plate, which is this circular pattern of studs under the toes intended to aid grip, traction, stability, but at the same time reduce rotational traction and not be overly grippy. So we've seen this before on the Phantom Vision, albeit in a much more toned down approach. So it's not brand new, but this is one of the headline tech stories Nike are pushing with this boot. As said, I've not had a chance to put these through their paces on pitch yet, so I'll have to take Nike's word that it does what it says it does. We'll see the price of the Elite model nudge up a little bit again. Don't ask me why, but this means the Lunar will be retailing at £255, which is €275 and $275 US. One softening blow to that price hike for this release is that there are only 3,000 pairs worldwide, so actually it's not a bad limited release. So whilst these boots aren't numbered to verify that production, 3,000 pairs is still quite low for release. So if you want to get a pair, get over to my guys at ProDirect, obligatory link in the description if you want to grab your pair ASAP. So let's talk about the slight elephant in the room. Is it worth all the fuss? I'm always interested to add first editions to the collection, as you can easily anticipate in the years to come a launch edition will retain good value back. We've already seen the next pack already in that Guava Ice Women's World Cup pack, which to me takes a step back from this in the looks department, so I'll need some further convincing as to whether to get excited as much as I did when I first got the GX, for example. Alright then guys, comment what you think of this release and Nike upping their roster to 4 silos. Tell me what you think about the Lunar overall, comment what you think about this new boot and if it's one you'd have to play in or one for your own boot collection. Please like the video, sub to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more boot collections, releases and uploads, and I'll see you all later guys. Ciao!